Yo, what's up, guys? This is another podcast. Today we're going to talk about...
Will the Cavs win the East with their new squad?
We also got a vocabulary word today. A word of the day is Yakubians. Find out what that means. Yakubians.
The more you know.
Also, Eric had a dream like Martin Luther King. And it's about the finals.
Also talk about the baddest NBA basketball players of all time.
Baddest. The baddest. Who is your baddest NBA player of all time? Comment, like, subscribe, do something. I don't know. Yeah. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's another motherfucking podcast. Yes. We in here. It's your boy Bill with your boy Eric Martin. We have got a lot to fucking talk about today.
Happy Tuesday, everybody.
Happy Tuesday, but I guess probably Wednesday. Maybe if you hear this on
maybe
Wednesday.
Thursday, maybe Friday.
Happy, what day are you listening to? But it's Tuesday for us, so happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, going up on a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday. Well, first of all, we know how. Hold on, I gotta get this started. No podcast can start without this blunt going around. So, first of all, how was your weekend?
I had a pretty fantastic weekend. This was the first weekend officially without football in my life, and I have to say, I am productive. I am far more healthy.
Yeah.
And like I feel great. Last Tuesday I came in, I felt like a pile of garbage, just burning, flaming garbage.
Stress level down.
Stress level down. Today I feel like, the top of a mountain. So I'm in a really good mood. I got a lot of energy today. I don't feel like dying. And I have to thank football for that. The best part about losing football is experiencing life after football.
Yeah, you look like you got a lot of energy.
I got a lot of energy. I got some sun. I went for a couple hikes.
Super Bowl wore us out.
Yeah, I got some color in my face.
First of
I
all,
look damn good today.
I want to apologize to everybody for last week because the sound was a little fucked up, but fuck the sound. We were fucked up.
We had a really bad podcast last week.
We were just fucked up. If the sound would have been great, we all would have noticed that we were really fucked up.
I blame a lot of it on me because I thought I came in with a really, really bad attitude. I felt like I could barely breathe. I could barely talk.
You came in with a bad attitude, but me and James already had. Oh yeah, James is not here today. He's sick. Shout out to James.
Shout out to James. We will miss you today. He lost his voice apparently. We could maybe call him in to see how bad he is. He's either playing hooky or he's really sick.
He's probably yelling at women.
James is too busy yelling at women this weekend to come today. James, we love you.
Oh, we love you. We love you. No, so,
we hope you get better, buddy. We'll see you next week.
So yeah, but yeah, we were all fucked up. We were not. We are not fucked up now. We're fresh and we're ready. We're ready to get it in.
I do want to say, just straight up, last week I talked about kind of being disappointed in the Philadelphia fans for not causing more destruction during their Super Bowl win. But I'm going to backtrack now. Congratulations to the Philly fans for being the scumbags that I thought you were.
Yeah.
At their parade, there were multiple fights, almost like a mosh pit of just Philly fans on Philly fans punching the shit out of each other. 2 people were stabbed during their march and sent to the hospital. So well done, Philly fans.
And several Yakubians ate shit.
Can you say that again? Did you say Yakubians?
Yakubians, yes. Google that, listeners. Yakubian is a word.
What is that?
But I don't need to go into too much detail. You Google what the meaning is, but it means white people. There was white people eating a lot of horse shit for some reason in the streets of Philly.
Shit?
Yeah, Google that shit.
What?
When we get this show to the video format, y'all gonna be we're gonna post all this. We're gonna show y'all this shit.
It makes a lot of sense why they talk so much shit.
So
because they're eating it.
Yes. What is that? Apparently in Philadelphia, when you get fucked up at a party, you eat some shit that a horse just put out of his ass.
That cannot be true.
I saw it.
That's a real thing?
I saw it. It was gross.
So
I saw several dudes do it.
If you don't know, now you know, people. Philly fans eat actual horse shit.
Shout out to Philly fans being the scumbags that you are.
Congratulations on your Super Bowl.
We love you. It's the city of brotherly love.
Brotherly love. They're close because they eat their horse's shit.
Yeah. Today we got a studio audience too, by the way. It's a very special podcast. We have one person here.
First live audience.
Live audience.
Let's hear it. She's going to get loud in
It's
here.
gonna get great. It's great. It's great. It's great. It's great. Oh yeah, she's also smoking. You can give it to her too. So what's next?
So right off the bat, I don't want to talk about the Cavs every podcast, but it seems like we have to talk about the Cavs every podcast. The Cavs made a huge move for people that don't know. They traded away Isaiah Thomas, Crowder, Shumpert, Shannon Fry, Dwayne Wade. Anyone else? Did they get
I think that's it. They kept Tristan.
Kept Tristan. Kept J.R. Smith.
Kept J.I.
And received Nance Jr.
Larry Nance Jr. dunk contest.
George Hill, who I was a huge fan of that move.
Yeah.
And
I've never
Jordan
been a big
Clarkson
fan of
as
George
well.
Hill.
As a Pacers fan, I saw George Hill play really, really good games. He has a lot of size to him. And he's not trying to score, so that's great for the Cavs.
You know who he was traded for?
Mr. Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Mr. Kawhi Leonard. The Indiana Pacers, with the worst trade in the history of trades, traded Kawhi Leonard for George Hill.
It's not the worst. Kwame Brown for Paul Gasol.
Ooh, that's worse. That's worse. But I mean, if we look at it, you know who's playing and who's not playing right now? George Hill's playing and Kawhi Leonard is not.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
So
okay.
At the time, George Hill right now is more productive than Kawhi Leonard.
He's getting it in. But
this trade.
do you think that this trade is going to get these dudes? What are they? Number 4 spot right now, right? 3 spot.
3 spot.
They're in the 3 spot. Wait a minute, we got this. Wait, let me pull this up. Hold on.
Yeah, so you have Boston, Toronto, and then the Cavs.
Where's Shumpert gonna play?
Where did Shumpert get traded to?
Who cares where Shumpert went? I don't know where he went.
I think he went to
Utah.
Utah.
He was
Or
part
the
of
Lakers.
Utah. Utah.
It was
I
a
think.
big 3-team deal, so
Yeah,
it's very confusing.
Guys went all over the place.
That's they did a little thing on there. Somebody, what was it? One of those networks. I'm not shouting anybody out. I almost did that. Oh my god, I almost shouted a network out.
Oh,
The others. Fuck them. We're on one of them. I was watching one of their shows, and dude was like, "Is this whole episode gonna be just who's on whose team now? Where's that dude at now?"
yeah.
Because that's basically what this podcast is
It's gonna
about.
be like a VH1. Where are they now?
Where are they now?
But they're still in the league.
Iman Shumpert, a very, 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 very bad Cavalier, now traded to who knows where. Where is he now?
We did all discover that Jameer Nelson's still in the league.
Sacramento Kings.
Shumpert's on the Kings, the Sacramento Kings.
Right, he got traded for George Hill.
As part of the Hill trade. I think this is, I mean, obviously it's seemingly what LeBron needed and what that team needed. Energy-wise, I feel like there's a lot of like just negative.
Are they
there's just
gonna
a
win?
dark cloud with those players that weren't working out. And I think they've removed those dark clouds. And I think brighter days are ahead for the Cleveland Cavs here. LeBron was like laughing and smiling and having a good time again.
Whatever. You think he's going to win the Eastern Conference championship?
I can't say 100%. No, because I have other teams that I think could cause some trouble.
Yeah, let's get into that.
That could cause some trouble.
There you go,
in the
Cavs
East.
fans. You got your shit now. You got your net. Now we done. We're going over. Let's get into the NBA.
Well, things
Let's
are
talk
interesting in
about
the
it.
East. Things, for me at least.
Right. Let's think about it. Let's talk about it.
At the start of the year, I thought the Cavs were the shoe-in.
Mm-hmm.
And then I switched to Boston. Boston
'Cause
doesn't look great anymore.
That's a good ship to jump onto.
Yeah.
Jump off the Cavs and
Jump onto
onto
Boston. And
That's a
now
good
I'm
one.
I'm off both of them because
yeah?
I feel like the East is kind of open now because I think a lot of teams.
So you're not on the You're on the. Are you who? You on the Raptors?
Oh no, I'm not on the Raptors.
Not on the Raptors. I was about to say. Don't you say that?
Okay, this would never ever happen, but my dark horse for the East are my Indiana Pacers.
Ooh.
Don't sleep
win
on
the
the
East.
Pacers right now. The
See,
Pacers have the ability to
Charles
beat good teams.
Barkley said that he don't think that the Pacers will. He thinks that the Pacers and the Heat are going to fall out of the playoff race. And he said he thinks that the Pistons will get in there. And he said somebody else. I don't know who else. The other person. Who else?
Pistons. I do not think the Pistons are making the playoffs.
I think they are. They've won every game since they had Blake.
They lost the last 3, and those games that they won, they barely won. And it was
They lost the last 3. Oh yeah.
Lost the last 3. The only quality teams they beat were,
Last
I
4
believe,
days, yeah.
the Heat, who were kind of starting their downward
pass that.
slope, and
The Heatles. Well, see, I don't think that the Heat are on a look. The Heat, look, NBA. We got games leading up to the All-Star break. You're going to start seeing people, especially teams with veterans on them, taking some games off. You saw Westbrook and Carmelo didn't play in the game against the Grizzlies
oh yeah.
with an ankle, air quote, ankle.
Oh, I knew Melo wasn't going to play.
And Melo
he's
with a-
questionable. There's no way that Melo's going to
Well,
play.
he did. Melo
He
did
has an
hurt his
excuse
ankle.
not to play.
Melo did hurt his ankle.
I did see that though.
So
But I bet you it wasn't as bad as.
no, but you know what it is. He's coming up.
saving.
He's trying to get that extra day in on that All-Star week is coming up. Trying to get that extra day.
Did you see in those games that they were missing the Lakers chanting "We love Paul" or we want Paul" when Paul George was at the free throw line?
Yeah, I wonder if they'll be saying that if he doesn't sign next year. See, this is what I think. First of all, let's talk about that. Let's talk about,
Paul. We want Paul.
let's talk about that.
Let's
Chris
talk about.
Chris Paul has been waffling lately, in the media talking about, "Hey, look, I haven't made up my mind. I don't know what I'm going to do,
We're talking about Paul George.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Who did I say?
You said Chris Paul.
I said Chris Paul, but I meant
Chris
Paul
Paul
George.
is living the good life in Houston right now. I feel like
He's not. He's hurt.
maybe not the best life.
He's living the same old life he's been living. Overhyped
Yeah,
player.
Paul-
Most overhyped player in the NBA. Chris Paul.
Paul George. Let's talk about Paul George.
Paul George, I don't think he's coming to LA.
Do you think he stays in OKC?
I think he's going to stay in OKC only because he can stay there, sign a 2-year deal with a 1-year player option, and say get $40 million, $80 million for
By
those 2
staying in
years
OKC.
by staying in OKC.
Can't the Lakers
Because-
give him a max contract?
They can,
They can
do they
afford
have a
2
will they have a
max
team
contracts?
that he'll want to go to? That's the problem. And I don't think LeBron's going, so that's not going to make one.
Don't think.
No.
Where do you think LeBron's going to go?
OKC. I mean, I think OKC. I think he's going to stay in Cleveland, and I think he's going to do the same thing that Paul George is going to do, which is sign for 2 years with a player option.
I think he signs
Because
at least
this
a
year-
3-year contract.
This year is not actually the big money year. If you look at it, what all the reporters are saying. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I thought this year was supposed to be the big money year.
That was last year. This year is the big free agent year.
Oh, okay.
There were no big free agents. The market changed last year because they got a big boost in revenue.
Yeah.
So they had to spend the money. But now they've spent that money on a lot of guys. So a lot of teams aren't going to be trying to spend max contracts this year.
Interesting.
I think that you're going to see these two both play. They're playing the market. They're playing their teams that they're on. If they say that they're going to stay, that means that they're going to try to ask them for a discount. That's what happens. If you say you're going to stay, then the team's going to lowball you. You
Yeah.
got to create a market. So because in the NBA, if I'm a part of your team, or if I'm a free agent, but I'm on your team, you have the right to rebuttal. You can say, "Hey, well, look, we'll offer you more."
Okay.
So OKC, they're trying to set up a bidding war for these teams, which is smart for the players. It's smart.
I mean, it's a business.
But I think we all get caught up in the whole, are you going here? Are you going there? And that's what they want because that makes their numbers go up. Saban does it every year with his agent.
I feel like
His agent says out there, "Hey, somebody called me and asked me if Nick Saban wants to be the coach of the New York Giants or if Nick Saban wants to be the coach of the Texas Longhorns."
Yeah.
Never happens. So all that happens is Saban gets another contract for more money, $10 more million.
Yeah.
And that's the game.
Fucking rolling Tide right off the bat.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like,
We can't get away from Alabama football.
roll Tide. Y'all gonna get one every episode, maybe two.
I feel like since they made this trade, now maybe LeBron does stay in Cleveland. I think before the trade was made, I was like, LeBron could definitely leave Cleveland and come to Los Angeles.
Right, which is why you saw 6 dudes lifted off of a team. You haven't seen that from a playoff predicted team in a long ass time.
Fucking yard sale with the Cavs.
Yeah, like usually a team doing that is not out. You know, they already don't have a place in the playoffs. They're looking towards next year. You know, shout out to the Cavs. Y'all Cav fans have dominated my fucking NBA block for some reason.
Seriously, well done, well done. The trade deadline was really, really fun. I woke up to like 17 text messages about like just all these updates about what was happening.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on?
It was wild.
The Cavs have a brand new basketball team.
My phone, for the first time in a long time, was blowing up like it was an actual Twitter. Like I was like, is that my Twitter? No, it's my text messages.
Yeah.
Blowing up. So got traded to this. Some of it was fake. Fake news. A lot of fake stuff was out there.
I mean, all of it's
That's what happens.
None of it's real news.
So, you know, what you got on this board over here?
So you think LeBron stays in Cleveland and Paul George stays in OKC?
Yeah. I don't think anything happens significant.
No one goes to the Clippers.
No, I don't think anybody's
What are
going
the Clippers going to do with all that money? They have 100.
Matter of fact, they're going to lose DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah. Oh,
Well,
yeah.
maybe they
That's
max him
definitely
out.
gonna happen.
Because they won't be able to get nobody else.
No, they'll set him free.
They should. He's a liability at this point because he hasn't learned an offensive move.
He knows that move, the dunk.
He's just not for them. Unless they get some more players, different players to put around him, he's not for them.
Yeah.
In the league, in the division that they play in the Western Conference, they're never going to beat the Golden State Warriors ever again if they don't get rid of DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
If you're 7'2" and you cannot guard what's his name, Draymond Green. If you're 7'2" and you cannot guard Draymond Green, I have to trade you. Yo, what's that Blake technical? What's you talking about?
Oh, did you see?
He got thrown out
during the Atlanta game. So I didn't see like what happened, but Blake went to throw the ball to one of the refs.
Oh yeah.
And
I saw
hit
that.
Schroeder in the head with it.
Do you think he did it on purpose?
Yeah, I think he definitely did it on purpose. 100%. I think he did it on purpose.
Man, I don't think he did
if
it
you look
on
at the
purpose,
video,
man.
The ref, he's right behind Schroeder.
Right. He's right behind him. I think
Blake
he just
could have got it over.
I think he tried.
It hit him directly in the head. It was so short.
Look, man.
And I love that he was like,
let me just
my
say
bad.
this.
My bad, man. No. I didn't mean to.
People accuse Blake of some crazy shit. Let me tell y'all. He must have the best hand-eye coordination, or he has got the force within him. He is a motherfucking Jedi, because he wasn't even looking at Schroeder. He was looking at the ref. He's clearly looking at the ref, and he throws it, but he's short, throws it, and hits him. And everybody thinks he threw water on that Golden State Warriors fan on purpose. He didn't. He couldn't even see him. Couldn't even see him. He just did like this.
Blake had a glass of water and went to cheer. And went like this. And hit the fan behind him.
He went, oh my God. He had a natural reaction to the replay.
And it was on
at Staples
directly
Center.
On a fan of the other team right behind him.
The only fan in the whole crowd,
I think
basically.
he did that on purpose too. I think he's real smooth about it, but he's doing it on purpose.
You guys,
I love it.
If he's doing this on purpose, that is the slyest Negro in all of the history of Negroes. Okay, this guy.
I was talking about like how much
the
fun it
most
would
talented human being. He's the most multi-talented human being on the planet. At least in the NBA. If you guys think that he's like, because he's a comedian.
Oh, he's great. He's great.
He's hilarious.
I love Blake. I would love to have Blake on my team. He is such like, if he's not on your team, he's he's just a dick. He's just a
He's
real
like top
fucking
5
asshole.
most athletic players in the NBA still today.
But he's fun to have on your team to root for a guy like that.
So
He's really good too.
I was so sad. I would always root for the Clippers just because Blake was on their team. So fuck you, Clippers. I'm be back to where I had you before.
Do you think the Clippers will make the playoffs?
Nope. Nope.
They're playing really good basketball.
So are the Lakers. Like, get out of here.
No.
You know what's going to happen? You know why those teams have been winning good?
The
You know
Clippers are
about
like 4-2 since the
it's
trade.
their records, though. Look at the records. They've been playing bad teams, and the good teams they've been playing are waiting for the All-Star break. Is the only good team playing hard right now? The only good team playing hard right now are the Cleveland Cavaliers, and because they just got a brand new team, and they are like, we got to figure this shit out right now.
Yeah, they seem to be having fun. They beat the crap out of Boston.
Yeah.
Boston, yuck. I don't know.
So before we leave the NBA, we got to hear about
now.
You had a dream.
Oh, so I had a dream.
Oh, I mean, I might have to edit in some fucking some cameras snapping and some audience in the background, give you some reverb.
Yeah, so
You had a dream.
I had a dream. I had a dream. I think it was Friday. A lot of weird stuff happened in it. There's a lot of swans. I was on a boat or something.
You were on a boat.
But in my
And there were
dream,
swans in
during
the
all the
water.
nonsense and the dream things, I don't know if it was on like a TV or on the radio or something, I heard who won the NBA Finals, and I think this is a possibility, and because this could happen, I just want everyone to know that in my dream, the Houston Rockets won the NBA Finals this year.
In your dream.
In my dream, and I think that could be a reality this year.
Hold on.
Where'd you put out?
James Harden and Chris Paul
In your dream, James
won
Harden.
the NBA Finals.
You're telling me in your dream, Chris Paul was healthy in June.
in June, in this dream.
You're telling me.
Let's all realize this is a dream. But Chris Paul, yes.
You're telling me in June.
In the month of June, Chris Paul was healthy.
James Harden scored more than 20 points in a game. You're telling me in June.
James Harden took all those layups he passed on instead of passing the ball. Yes. James Harden scored those buckets.
This is crazy. On wax right now.
So-
Are you going with your dream? Do you want to go with your dream right now? Do you want to roll with that?
I think the Houston Rockets.
You saying Mike D'Antoni,
Yes. He's
known as Mike.
I don't know if he had the mustache or
He's
not.
known as Mike.
It's gone now.
Known as Mike and Tony in Phoenix because he has no D.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
You like that? That's great.
It's
It's
really
good shit.
good. It took a second.
It's good
I
shit.
was waiting for the.
You know what Jason Kidd's name used to be when he first came into the league? He was a rookie. Asen Kidd, because he didn't have no J.
Oh,
He was Asen Kidd. Oh man,
boom.
Future Hall of Famer, man. Future Hall of Famer. Things can change those.
Yeah.
Mike D'Antoni's known for not having no defense, but the
Rockets D's
he
great.
lucked up on Clint Capella, and Clint Capella plays
Clint Capella's killing it right now.
Plays good defense. He's good.
If that team's healthy, I think that team can definitely win the NBA Finals this year.
Well, more power to him. I don't think they can beat the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You think the Thunder
Are going to beat the Rockets in the second round?
Yeah, that could happen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hot takes. My hot take is that the Oklahoma City Thunder will make the Western Conference Finals. And we'll see from there. We'll go from there, and I'll see y'all at the finals.
I mean, I hope
I'll see y'all in June.
I would love to see that team healthy in that situation and pissed off and trying to prove that.
I was sad that
they're
they
awesome.
didn't make any trades to try to replace Roberson, but it looks like what's that dude? Man, what's that rookie's name? Like
On the Thunder?
yeah, Jeffrey something. I don't know what. I don't know. Jeremy something. I don't know. I'm fucking his name up right now. I'm killing him.
It's Jeremy.
Yeah, Jeremy.
That guy,
Jeremy.
The guy Jeremy.
You know him. Yeah, but they got a guy coming off the bench replacing Roberson who.
Are you talking about Grant?
Yeah, I think he pronounces his name Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared. His name is spelled fucking funny.
Jerami.
Yeah. I'm like, how am I supposed to pronounce that? Come on.
So you like the Thunder? The Thunder are fun, man.
I like the Thunder.
They're
You know why I
a little
like the Thunder?
inconsistent.
They got they're inconsistent as shit, but I think you're gonna see more consistency, just like last year. Remember the Thunder were up and down before the All-Star break.
Three
What happened after?
superstars on there that have a lot of playoff experience.
What happened after the All-Star break when Westbrook got a break?
Yeah.
Chill.
Yeah.
They went on a run and he made the playoffs with nobody. I think you're going to see something similar. Remember, they're veterans. They're 3 superstars on their team, but they're veterans. So they haven't really been given their all through the first part of the season.
Yeah, they could be saving themselves.
And they got one of the best defenses in the league. When you watch them play, it's really hard to watch if you like watching this 3-point barrage that's taken over the league in the past 5 years. But if you like watching basketball that we grew up with, it's fun watching the Oklahoma City Thunder play because they play defense.
Yeah.
Steven Adams is a beast down there.
Steven Adams is a beast down there. It's fun to see that kind of basketball player. The guy just fucking just hitting each other.
He might say nigger. I don't know. He might say it a lot.
I'm pretty sure he's racist.
He might be racist. He might say different languages of racist words. He might say kefir and shit like that. I don't know. But he's all right with me right now. 'Cause he's out here with a double every day.
He's a double king, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, he's all
the
right with me
double
right
king.
now. Right now.
Right now, Steven Adams.
He had that monkeys comment. That's why everybody thinks. Well, first of all, he's from New Zealand, so that's the first strike. We already think he's racist. We already assume he might be racist. Last year, I was kind of like, "What the fuck is wrong with him? Why? Because he got that check, getting double toppies.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And slacking up a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe he was devastated by Kevin Durant leaving last year.
Maybe he's just hurt. He's just hurt.
Yeah, he could have been hurt.
Yeah.
The players be hurt and they don't report it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Shout out to you, Steven Adams.
Steven Adams.
Round of applause for you because you're doing good.
You're doing good.
Yeah. Most improved player of the year, probably.
Victor Oladipo has that award by a long shot.
Yeah, or maybe the other guy on his team, Sabonis.
He's probably.
In contention as well.
He's having
because
a really good season.
He was way worse.
The Pacers could. The Pacers probably will not go to the finals, obviously, but they have the ability to knock out one of the.
So the
teams
Pacers
that could go to the
are
finals.
in 8th. No, they're in 7th or
They're in the 6th seed right now.
Yeah, 7th.
But
The Miami's in the 7th.
4 and 6. It's 1 or 2 games.
Miami was in the 4th spot last time we sat here together, and now they are in the 7th spot?
Something like that, yeah.
And that is ridiculous. I mean, shit.
Well, with the return of Mr. Wade, maybe they can turn things around.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
No, the Miami Heat right now are in the 8th spot,
Wow.
and they were just in the 4th spot. How about them Washington Wizards? We should give a shout out to the Washington Wizards. See, this is what we do on this show. We give a shout out to the people who don't get talked about.
When is John Wall going to come back?
I don't know, but
Should he come back?
that's what I was gonna say. I don't know, but they're doing good. They're doing fine without him.
They don't
Should he come back?
Seemingly, they talk shit about John Wall.
Leave a comment, listeners. Let us know. Should John Wall come back, or should he just get some more rest, extended rest?
How long is he supposed to be out for?
He's supposed to be out 6 to 8 weeks, so I think he's supposed to come back in March, sometime in March.
They just need to figure out how to play with John Wall. Or
John Wall's
needs to
really
figure
good.
out. He's really,
averaging
really good.
9-10 assists a game. What do they mean he's not distributing the ball? What do they want him to do?
Yeah.
Give him hand jobs on the bench or something? What is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? I don't understand what their complaint is.
It might be a hand job on the bench.
You know what I think it is really? It's everybody wants to play like the Spurs now. Everybody wants to play like the Warriors play. They want everybody to get the ball. They see everybody. They see that it's possible.
Which I'm a huge fan of. Pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball.
Right.
Yeah. I want to see an offense run. I don't want to see one-on-one all the time.
When the Oklahoma City Thunder lose games, they don't play that way. And when they win games, they are playing that way.
Yeah.
So they obviously see it. The Wizards are seeing it, and they're saying, yo, we want to play that way. We don't want to play where it's Wall every night. Wall or die.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and Kyrie saw it. He didn't want to play with LeBron or die.
Yeah.
Said, I want to play with a team.
Yeah.
You know, shout out to him losing the MVP race right now.
Oh, yeah. How things change so quickly in the NBA.
Do you think Hayward will be back by the playoffs?
Me and my Celtics friend were talking about that. And the possibility of him being back.
Is he from Boston?
He's from Connecticut.
Close enough.
Yeah. He's a Patriots fan, just like you. He's a Celtics fan.
He sounds like a smart guy.
He's not. Rob Vagini, shout out to you.
Shout out to you, not being
I
smart.
hope you're listening. I'll definitely send this one to you. But he was talking about him like coming off the bench, playing 15 minutes a game, and slowly getting him back into the flow of things. And this was actually before they seemingly aren't playing as well together anymore.
Right. This is like right after the break.
Yeah.
Fresh. He was emotional.
So at the time I was like, oh no, don't put him back in. You don't want to mess up like the chemistry with these guys. If things are going like good, then
It's going great.
yeah, it's going great. But if he's able to, and they have a shot to have him come off the bench, as long as he doesn't want to start, as long as he's not going to try to put up 20 shots a game.
He's not
Until
that
he's
kind
ready.
of guy. He can get 20 points without putting up 20 shots.
He's really efficient.
He's really efficient.
And
then
why not throw him in there?
To me, you don't want to put him out there too early because he is a defensive machine as well.
Yeah.
And you don't want him like hurting himself, hurting his hip, or something minor, but something that will put him down again.
Oh yeah.
Just because you want to get him out there too early.
A lot of times I feel like injuries lead to other injuries.
But we know Danny Ainge don't give a fuck about your injury. He don't give a fuck. He gonna come up to you. He gonna touch you. He's gonna say, "Hey Jay, can you work it out? You think you can make it? Can you give us 20 minutes? If you can give us 20 minutes, you'll be a Celtic for life." And then they'll trade you next year. We know that. We know that'll happen. And I think Danny Ainge is in his ear, and he's gonna have him. I don't know if you've seen Danny Ainge tweeting about, tweeting little photos of Hayward without a boot on.
Oh yeah.
Hayward swimming. It's like a kind of weird thing. You know what I'm saying? If he was somebody else, you'd be like, yo, what's up with this dude's affinity for?
Yo, Danny's cool and all, but he keeps like posting these pictures of this other dude swimming.
Yeah. It's like the same dude every time. He's like happy as fuck. Like, hi. Like, I don't have a boot on. Look at that. That's cool.
My boot's gone.
My boot's gone. So, it's kind of strange, but I think it shows that he's trying to get him back for the playoffs.
I would love to see him play because I am a big fan of him.
Yeah, Hayward, you wasted, 5-7 years of your life in Utah. You didn't have to do that, man. Like 3 of them years, you could have just left, man.
Has he been in Utah for 5 years?
What? Yeah, isn't it? Like 5 years.
Wow.
Because he signed a contract with them. I think so. Man, you wasted your life there, man.
You wasted your life there.
And then you left. Well, look what happened. When you left, you broke your leg. Damn. You let them Mormons put a hex on you, man. But, I think he's going to probably come back, man. He's looking up how long Jason Hayward. See, we got to stop giving y'all bullshit information. We got to start checking ourselves, fact checking ourselves. So we're trying to make sure, see how long Jason Hayward's been in the league.
If we had a fact checker, they would be really busy.
They'd be real busy.
But
it's kind of like PTI, you know what I'm saying? Like, They be wrong all the time. They have to have somebody tell you at the end of the episode, like, how many times they was wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll start doing something like that.
Well, something you can't even fact check. Let's talk about this. This is one of our like more important issues that I wanted to talk about on today's programming.
The Winter Olympics?
No, it was the,
That's something you can't fact check.
the top 5 baddest NBA basketball players of all time. I think that's an important question.
The strongest, the toughest,
Just
the
guys
baddest,
that
the ones
just,
that'll
like, don't
slap
wanna
you in your
fuck with.
face.
Just
Ones that will
guys.
give you hands.
yeah. So I made I want to talk about the top 5 guys. My honorable mention to start is James Johnson of the Miami Heat.
James Johnson.
And only because he comes from a family of martial artists and he knows martial arts. He's undefeated he hasn't like an MMA career that he's undefeated in.
Yep.
And a kickboxing career.
He's a tough bastard.
Yeah. But my number 5 here,
He's not in there though. Even though he's that tough off the court.
yeah.
He's not the guy.
He's not the guys that I have in here. I have to
I'm interested because I didn't even have to write a list down for this because I was like,
I was brainstorming.
boom, 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 boom. Like, I already know these are my favorite guys in the league. Go ahead, I'm ready for this.
I can't wait to see if we have the same.
I'm sure we have some of them.
So, at the bottom of the list
Coming in at number 5,
is Mr. Charles Oakley.
Mr. Charles Oakley.
Just one of the baddest dudes.
New York Knicks, Charles
New York
Oakley.
Knicks.
Former Bull.
Former Bull.
Michael Jordan's best friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like get in a fight with that guy. I feel like he's got crazy. This is the thing. These are like crazy and big guys and guys that probably like can't like feel a punch when getting hit or something like that. Number 4, Bill Laimbeer. I feel like has to be on
Bill
the list.
Laimbeer for the Detroit Pistons. Bill Laimbeer will put hands on you.
He'll put hands on you, and he'll like creepily hurt you.
Bill
bad.
Laimbeer is the rich white boy who will actually throw hands. He's like his family is like a billionaire family already before he was even famous.
Yeah. He's scary.
Scary.
He's a scary man.
He kind of looks like he has brain damage and kills people.
A guy that I would love to hang out with, but man, if I got in a fight with him,
Number 3.
I'll be pretty scared. Is Mr. Sir Charles Barkley.
Mr. Charles. I've actually drank and hung out with Charles Barkley.
Oh, that's right.
And yeah, he's amazing. Amazing to hang out with.
He's a really good time.
Kind of
Right?
crazy. I don't know.
I don't
He's
think
wild.
that's a
He's
shocker.
wild. But you know what? Shout out to Charles. Who isn't crazy? You know,
I'm a huge fan of Charles Barkley.
big fan. Hate Auburn, and I hated Auburn. You know what I'm saying? I hate Auburn, and he played for Auburn, but I forgive him for that. I still love him.
It's all right. Yeah, you can't hate him for that. As
still
a
love him.
basketball player, so much fun to watch.
Fun to watch, and he will
Never
knock
won
you the fuck
and then-
out.
Yeah, right.
He's the only dude I actually seen try to fight Shaq. Like actually try to fight him, not like oh yeah, well hold me back. No, like swung at him.
See, shockingly, Shaq isn't actually on my list because my next 2 I couldn't keep off the list here. Not the biggest guy. He's not the strongest guy, but probably the craziest guy.
Oh yes,
Is Mr. Ron Artest,
Meta,
aka
World
Meta.
Peace, all the way from Brooklyn.
Yes.
My man.
The fight with the Pistons was absolutely.
That's your number 2 or number 1?
He's my number 2.
Oh yeah,
but
yeah.
The fight that happened. Number 1 is Mr. Ben Wallace.
Ben
as
Wallace!
my baddest NBA basketball player
Ben Wallace.
of all time.
Well, I love. Okay, cool. Because like, you've only got like 2 of mine.
I would love to hear your top 5.
Because I'm putting. I'm gonna go with Charles Oakley.
Charles
at
Oakley's
number
on there.
5.
Nice.
He's in there. Because Charles Oakley, I almost give him number
Just
4.
look at Charles
Almost
Oakland,
give
you
him
don't want to
number
like
4.
get near him on the basketball court. Like, man, that dude's gonna fuck me up.
Fuck you up. But I almost giving him 4. You know, actually, I'm gonna give him 4 because you know who at number 5 I'm gonna put. I was gonna put him in number 4, but I'm gonna put him in number 5. Number 5, I'm gonna put Sir Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas, a part of that Bad Boys team.
Yes, I'm gonna give him because he was throwing hands with big guys. Like he was out here trying to fight big dudes. He was out here trying to just knock anybody. He tried to knock out Robert Parrish one time.
How would he
who's out here trying
hit him
to
in the face?
who's out here trying to fight Robert Parrish? Robert Parrish is huge. Anyway, so number 4, I said Charles Oakley. Number 3.
I love that Charles Oakley was on your list too.
Oh yeah. number 3 is I told you we got 2 that was the same.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Charles Barkley.
Charles
is my number 3.
Barkley. Man, I really want to party with Charles Barkley though.
Charles Barkley is dope. He once threw a man through a plate glass window in Birmingham, Alabama. Shout out to you in Hoover, Alabama.
Oh man.
Just to be more specific, at a pool hall that Michael Jordan was with him at, and threw him through the window because he was trying to fight him and Mike. Everybody tries. There's several stories. Yeah, this is the 90s, but I mean, Charles Barkley has several stories in Birmingham, Alabama, where he
Charles
beat the shit out of a lot of dudes.
Gets like
because,
blackout drunk and beats people up.
Yeah. Well,
just
no, it's
wakes
because
up with
he's a really
bruises on
nice
him.
guy, but what happens is people try to test the biggest dudes and that are getting all the pussy in the bar or club, and that's what happens. And then Charles has to slap somebody. It's like, why would you fight him? He's so large. And what it is he looks so big on TV, but he's not that tall. So when they see him, they think, I could knock Charles Barkley out.
Like 6'4"?
Yeah, he's like 6'4" in real life. He's like listed in different ways, like 6'6", 6'7", something like that, all throughout his career. But he's 6'4". He's 6'4", round mound of rebound with a big old butt.
Wait, round mound of rebound?
Yeah, that was his nickname. He got a big old butt. And he got big old legs.
He's listed as 6'6".
I told you. He's 6'4", 6'3", maybe.
Are you serious?
Yes, man. I stood next to him 3 different times.
Wow.
So, shout out to you, Charles.
Yeah, Charles,
You
shout
are
out.
the biggest
You
overachiever in
badass
all of the
motherfucker.
history of the NBA to me. I'm giving you a toast,
Cheers.
even though you can't see me.
To Charles Barkley.
And number 2,
Number 2. Ooh.
I'm going with Meta World Peace.
Okay, there we go. So
Meta
we have
World
3.
Peace is...
We have 3.
We did have 3.
Nice. Oh, this is great.
Meta World Peace is goddamn crazy.
He's a crazy man.
He is fucking crazy.
He's completely out of his mind.
But before I give my number 1, Meta World Peace once knocked James Harden the hell out when James Harden was still a Thunder. He knocked him out cold-blooded.
He tried to fight an entire stadium of
people.
In Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up all these guys, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
If you haven't
studio
seen any of
audience,
these
look it up.
fights, please look these
Listen,
up.
look,
I
all
don't
you
know
listeners.
who's gonna listen to this.
Look, there's like listeners. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's like a legit 59 of you. So,
You think we have 59 listeners?
well, we got
That's
a legit
pretty-
10 that have listened 59 times.
That's good. That's
good.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean, we'll take
There's
that.
a legit
Yeah.
5 of you, and I'm
Someone
gonna,
is listening to our words.
There's a legit
Shout
7,
out
8
to-
people listening.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just YouTube all of these dudes. If you need to go back, YouTube them.
Just
Okay?
YouTube run our test, and you'll
Now-
find all the goodies.
I want to give my honorable mention before I give my number 1.
Okay. Yeah. Who's the honorable mention?
I'm giving a couple of honorable mentions. I'm gonna give out
Who
to
needs you like?
Lonzo Mourning.
Ooh.
Give you an honorable mention. Kenyon Martin. You get an honorable mention. You was out here.
Kenyon Martin. You bring up Kenyon Martin a lot. This is the second time you brought him up.
I mean, he's a tough guy, man. Nobody fucked with Kenyon Martin.
In a completely
There's-
separate conversation,
You know why
you talked about Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin has never been in like a big NBA fight. You know why? Because people get angry at him, like just like Ron Artest, when they get mad and they see it's him, they go, oh, my bad, man. Yeah, you fouled me hard, but yeah, it was probably my bad. I was probably
As he's like staring down
exactly.
in their face.
He's like, oh, yo, I was probably in the wrong when I had got fouled by you. When you hit me in my head, I was wrong. I had just put my head in the wrong place. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was a tough guy.
Hey, please stop looking at me.
Yeah, please
stop looking
please
at me.
stop. Don't look at me. But he don't have no real fights or nothing crazy like that, so we're not giving him one.
He's also making the NBA Hall of Fame. You heard it here first.
I mean, I said he will make the. He made the three Easter Conference. He made it to the finals
that
three
you brought up
times.
Kenyon Martin.
Made it to the finals three times.
I don't think Kenyon Martin's
We've seen a lot of.
NBA Hall of
We've seen
Fame.
a lot of.
Some really good basketball.
We're gonna have a
players
Hall of
up there.
Fame. We're gonna have a Hall of Fame, y'all.
We'll
Listeners,
break down
We're
the
gonna have
NBA
a Hall of Fame episode,
discussion.
just so y'all know. Anyway,
because we just can't get past it. James will get excited about this one.
yeah, James, if you listen, we're gonna have a Hall of Fame episode. Just get ready. So another honorable mention.
Yeah.
My third and final honorable mention. Damn, I forgot him already. Oh no, it was Rasheed Wallace.
Oh, I thought about putting him on my list.
Rasheed Wallace. Woo!
But then I immediately
you
just
almost
kept thinking about
made
Ben
my
Wallace.
number one, Rasheed. They created.
He was almost your number one, yet he's only an honorable mention.
Yes, I'm gonna tell
How
you
does
why.
that work?
I'm gonna tell you why. Because he doesn't have any discernible like fight that you can really point to. No real discernible like situation where he went out of his way to really just put hands on somebody.
Yeah.
His situation was really more referees. Like they created the tech limit because of him. Like you're gonna get 16 techs and you're suspended. That's created because of Rasheed Wallace.
He was out of control.
It was out of control. So,
But that just kind of makes him like a baby and an aggressive baby.
You know, also he was he was the only active player I've ever heard and retired to say that the NBA is rigged, and that's why he gave them so much shit all the time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. All right. So that's your list.
number one,
Number one. The number one.
drum roll. We can't afford a drum roll.
That was my drum.
That was a drum roll. Yeah, that's good. It was in the budget.
This is like purring now.
Steven Jackson.
Oh my god! I forgot all about Steven Jackson.
Yeah, everybody forgets about Steven Jackson.
He was a part of that Rumble, wasn't
Oh,
he?
yes, he was. He was the one who came in and put hands on the actual dude who poured all of the beer.
Steven Jackson. They climbed into like the crowd and just started just punching fans because the fan
Man, he threw
beer
the
on,
biggest punch.
Ron Artest.
He came through and was like, "Wow!" Like he came way back and just knocked somebody the fuck out.
Man.
And he has several situations where he got into scrums with dudes
Oh yeah,
on the court. I mean,
he's got a little crazy in his eye too.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe almost made my honorable mentions because
Kobe Bryant.
yeah, because somebody once threw a ball in front of Kobe Bryant's face. I seen this shit live. Try to act like he was gonna hit Kobe with the ball, inbounding the ball, and he just and Kobe did not even move.
That's why Kobe makes your list.
I
Because
said he
didn't
almost
get out of the way
I said
from
he
a ball.
almost. No,
Yeah, that's
no.
a badass.
They was
motherfucker.
arguing. No, he also got into a fight with Swish, not Swish Parker, Skip to Malou.
Skip to Malou.
He also got into a fight with Skip to Malou. You know what I'm saying? He's been into some scraps with
Yeah.
but see, he's been in some scraps with dudes who kind of ain't really, they kind of soft, in my opinion. He got into a scrap with Tracy McGrady, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's nowhere near anywhere on my list.
I said he almost made my honorable mention.
Wow, Kobe up there.
Because he's a tough dude.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah.
And also almost made my honorable mentions is, what's his name? Kevin Garnett.
Oh, Gennard was a badass.
Yeah. He once slapped. Didn't he slap? Yeah, he slapped Dwight Howard in the face. When he was with the Nets.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm old, nigga, I'll slap you. Bow. Slapped him.
Wow. All right. Well, that's your top five. So I want to go back to something that he snuck in here. Did you say the NBA is rigged? And this is a good question.
Yeah, man. It's like the NBA is like I mean, you know, the NBA, I ain't gonna give y'all too much.
Why do you think
But the NBA
rigged?
is like watching the WWF or the WWE now.
I'm gonna grab a beer for this because I would love to hear
Grab a beer.
why you think the NBA is rigged.
Okay, no.
Very excited about this.
I mean, there's evidence. This is too much betting. I mean, like, you got Jim Donaghy, who is a referee who was caught by the FBI fixing games. And the way that the NBA handled this whole situation, well, first of all, Jim Donaghy says that there was multiple referees who were also involved. He's not the only one.
So
and
you think
how could he have been? He was working with the mafia, which is the reason he was caught. The FBI was investigating the mob because the money is used for drug.
Are we gonna get in trouble because we're talking about this?
No,
stuff?
this is facts. These is facts. This is out there. This is out there. But like I said,
No, where our conversation is going.
like I said, only ex-basketball players are going to want to come up. Only ex-athletes will want to be on this show.
yeah.
Because they don't get a check from them anymore. They don't have to
Yeah.
worry about it.
So it's rigged through the refs. You're saying
It's rigged through the mafia
the mafia because of the betting
with the betting,
with like the spreads and stuff.
with the spreads. Yeah.
So refs are like stopping baskets from.
Well, no, they call fouls and they call, it's just about the fouls, really. I mean, Jim Donaghy explains it. He says, all you have to do to manage a game is call fouls. There's so many players on a team that it would never seem like he's picking on one player. And because of the psyche of a fan, I'm rooting for my team no matter what. We're always going to be discredited as someone who is not objective enough to see that the referee is the most objective person on the court.
Yeah.
But what if the referee is not objective? What if the referee is influenced? Which it's been proven that is can be and is the case. Another situation is where I believe it's Boston College. The players there in the 70s admitted to shaving points off of games because they worked for the mob, because they worked with Henry Hill from the movie Goodfellas. They worked with Henry Hill fixing the game.
I almost watched Goodfellas last night.
We watched Goodfellas.
Did
the
you guys
other day.
watch Goodfellas?
Yeah, just on Netflix.
Holy smokes.
That's not a fucking promotion.
Wow.
That is just a shout out.
that is just a
That's
shout
just a shout out. Don't you fucking dare think that is
Shout
a
out to
promotion.
Goodfellas.
Shout out.
Almost watched by me and watched by Bill and Sarah.
Yes. Very amazing movie. But yeah, man,
wait,
it's real.
so
Betting in sports is real, and rigging sports is really real.
Do you think that's happening right now in the NBA?
I think so. Which is why you're seeing NBA players getting so frustrated and they're so angry with the refs. They know they can't come out and say, well, these dudes is rigging the games. Rasheed Wallace is the only player who ever came out and said something like that. Mm-hmm. He got fined big money for that. Yeah. And also got teched more often for that.
Yeah.
Like, there are repercussions for, for instance, Rasheed Wallace should probably go into the Hall of Fame.
I can see that happening.
But I will tell you what, he's not going to go into the Hall of Fame.
Because of
how he has been through to the NBA, he's not going to go in.
Yeah.
They're not going to mess with him. And I wouldn't mess with him either if he was talking shit about my elaborate plan to make money.
We learned today, don't mess with Rasheed Wallace.
And
if you didn't know, he's a badass.
1989, there was this dude, I'm going to look his name up, but in 1989, there was this dude who wrote a book about the NFL being rigged.
Yeah.
And he predicted, man, really creepily, I was watching this shit the other day for some weird reason. He predicted that the sports culture that we have today, which, as you know, didn't exist, 30 years ago.
Right.
Dan Modella. Oh, no. Moldia. I don't know. Stat lady. Read the bottom one there. Dan what? Dan, what's his name?
Moldia.
Yeah, so I did pronounce it right.
Oh, okay.
So Dan Moldea.
He wrote a book about it.
He wrote a book in 1989 about the NFL being rigged, specifically the NFL.
Another shout out.
But not a promotion. Fucking not a promotion. There's a fucking shout out. There's a fucking shout out.
Not a promotion.
Not a promotion. So people know these things are taking place. It's just not talked about. You know what I'm saying? And he predicted the culture that we have today where they talk about betting on television all the time.
Yeah.
They talk about the spreads. The only reason injury reports exist and the reason that Bill Belichick doesn't like talking about injury reports is because of betting lines.
Yeah.
That's the only reason it exists.
Some of the lines are just like creepily close on how accurate their guesstimates. Their estimates are, I mean.
There are two known NFL fixed games, for instance. In 1949, I think it was the 1949 championship, right? Because I don't think it was a Super Bowl yet. I think it was 1949 championship. Can't remember who it was in the game, but it was a known fact that the FBI investigated them for fixing the game, but they caught everybody before the game actually started. They caught everybody trying to fix the game, but the game ended up actually being the spread that they set it up.
Yeah.
So who loses? No one. No one lost. They won. They said that it was an attempted fix, but it was fixed. I mean, it still ended up. The spread was supposed to be 10 points, and the game ended up being 10 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so you caught me, but I still won.
Yeah. So it brings up the next question of: would you continue to watch these games, knowing that they're all fixed?
Well, I know I would because
you believe that they're all fixed, and you still.
And I've believed that for a long time, I have been.
If we knew.
But yeah, I believe that I know. I mean, that happened when we were like in high school and shit. Jim Donaghy. Yeah. That shit is old.
Yeah.
When we were in college or high school, whatever. But you know what I mean? Like, that shit is real. So I've always had to come to the grips that maybe I'm watching the WWE. And hey, I used to watch the WWE when I was growing up.
I used to watch that too.
Fuck it.
The Undertaker versus Ultimate Warrior body bag match back in the day. I don't know if anyone remembers that. That was in Chicago.
Body bag match.
So the end of the fight, one of them ends up in a body bag, is so knocked out that they can put them in a fucking body bag and zip it up, and then the fight's over.
Yeah.
Ultimate Warrior won.
Yep. Was it 89, 91?
I was, somewhere in there. I was real little.
Something like that.
That was awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah. So shout out to those guys.
Shout out to Shot-Town.
Thanks for that.
Shout out to the Undertaker.
I guess it's kind of like wrestling. You know that it's like all made up, but you still go and cheer for things, pretending like you don't know what the outcome's going to be.
Right. I mean, the athleticism is still there.
The thing is, that what happens is there are like outcomes in the NFL that are still always surprising, and there's upsets that happen.
They're surprised. See, that's another thing. They're surprising.
I don't fully believe that they're fixed.
They're surprising to us because we don't look down. We look year to year, or players' careers is how we look at the NFL. We don't look as fans. We don't look decades down the line as a owner would, because an owner don't give a shit about this year. He gives a shit about the next 20 years.
Yeah.
So if the 32 owners collude together and say, this is what we're going to do, and then you'll get a Super Bowl, and then your stadium will get a Super Bowl, and then your stadium will get a Super Bowl, but then, then you will actually win a Super Bowl. If they have already arbitrarily kind of agreed to these things, or let's just say it's not even that deep. Let's just say they're not even picking who's going to win the Super Bowl. But the point shaving makes them hundreds of billions of dollars on the side of the $10 billion that they make off of their little teams, the little games that they play.
Yeah.
You're talking about hundreds of billions of dollars that are at stake when people are betting on sports.
I mean, yeah, I guess it's a possibility. I'm not there yet, though. I'll still watch and think that it's not
in that book.
Completely
I ain't gonna be telling you what the name of the book is.
Humanity.
I ain't gonna say the name of the book because motherfuckers. I just already said this motherfucker's name. You know what I'm saying? So look up his book, 1989.
About the double shout out.
Yeah, I already gave him a shout out. Look up his name. Look up the 1989. Look up the book. It's out there. He has evidence of at least. I'm trying to remember this. He said at least 70 games in the NFL specifically that were fixed.
Yeah.
Now, this is through the 70s. But, you've seen nothing but trends go in the other direction.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe the shit's fixed. You can say what you want to say about me being an Alabama fan and a Patriots fan, but guess what? Those teams sucked when I was a kid. And so I was just a fan of teams that were not good for a long time.
Yeah.
And you see the trends. I also where I grew up, I had no professional teams really, so at all. So
yeah,
I have had no real allegiance growing up. So I'm kind of objective. I'm not like a fan in a way that a lot of people grew up being a fan.
Bears fan. There's nothing I could do about that.
Like me being an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born.
Yeah, exactly. There's none.
When I was 6 years old, my mom threatened to not pay for my college if I went to Auburn. Or my anything. She threatened to kind of disown me.
Yeah.
At 6, that kind of affects you. So you're gonna go ahead and take the crimson colors. I'll take crimson, please. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. If you think I'm wrong, comment, tweet at us, talk shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But I'm right.
All right. Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that.
This is how I was able to predict so many games right. Because it's just all theater. Theater.
How do you feel about the Cleveland OKC game tonight?
I feel like I'm gonna be getting drunk watching it. I feel like you're gonna see all of a sudden Russell Westbrook's gonna I'm ready to play.
Is Westbrook playing?
He was out for the Memphis game, so I'm pretty sure he's going to be in for this game.
He should be. This is a big game. It's on TV.
On TV. Exactly. You're going to see Melo go off.
You think Melo's going to go off against the Cavs?
I think Melo's going to have 20 points. I think he has 19.5. I think he's going to have 20 points. I think you will see that. And if he plays the whole game. Because you know what?
13 points.
He might not play. Melo might not play because he's hurt. He's legitimately hurt. We saw him get hurt in the Golden State game.
Yeah. It looked like he rolled that ankle or something.
I like how I said that like we was at the game.
I know.
We saw him get hurt.
Yeah.
We were at the game. You know what I'm
hurt.
saying?
No big deal.
You know what I mean? We was at front row. Go back, check the tape. We was there. You know what I'm saying? OKC. Game tickets was cheap. I don't even know if that's true.
Really
I don't know if that's true. I can't talk shit about OKC.
I know nothing about OKC.
I know nothing about Oklahoma City.
Uh-huh.
They got a basketball team. Carmelo's there, so strip clubs revenue probably went up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good to be with y'all again.
Thanks for listening.
Hopefully I didn't have to edit too much and you guys got to hear every bit of the craziness that we was talking.
But you'll never know.
Yeah, you'll never know. You guys have been great. Have a good day. Eric.
Oh, check me out at Martig Eric. I just started up.
Check out James Haley at James Haley 55 and hit me up at Into Never.
We're really bad at this.
We're really bad at this. And that's why you listen to us. That's why you love us. Fuck with me. And I'm never going to tell y'all to suck my dick from the back again. I'm sorry. I love you. Ultimate medicine, kill your life right. Body bag zipped up tight. That bad man coming for you in the middle of the night. Safety off, click up, get your cool lick up.